Witness D indicates that he was invited to an operation in Brakpan in April of 2022. He was invited to a law enforcement operation on a plot in Brakpan. Witness D then also sets out the individuals who were part of that operation. You would find that at paragraph 5 of Witness D's statement. In the course of giving evidence before the testimony, before the commission, some of the allegations made by Witness D was that the primary purpose of that operation was to recover stolen goods from a warehouse. And that in the course of that operation, several members from different law enforcement agencies were involved, and that the suspect, the individual who was suspected of taking part in that warehouse robbery, was tortured in order to obtain information about the location of the stolen goods and later on about an amount of money, and ultimately died at that location in Brakpan. If you go further in the statement, and I'll take you to the direct paragraphs, the allegations, particularly as they relate to you, is that upon the death of this suspect who was involved in this warehouse robbery, upon the death of this suspect, several members of that operation who were in law enforcement telephoned you and sought your assistance in covering up the events that occurred at that property in Brakpan in April of 2022. And at a latter part of the statement, Witness D indicates that you, in fact, attended at the property, meaning you arrived at the property. Witness D describes what you were wearing, who you spoke to, and says that you looked at him and indicated that somebody needs to dump the body, this body of the suspected thief, into either a dam or a mining shaft. And Witness D admits that he did so. So, Commissioner, having given you that background, where you understand with some measure of detail the allegations made by Witness D, that is the content of his statement.
Yes.
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 I invite you with reference to your paragraph 68. Exactly?
No, they said when IPIT was investigating, they said it's a Brakpan. You see, that's when I wrote Brakpan. In fact, it was 3 things that they asked me to write, you see.
My apologies, Commissioner. Let me phrase the question differently. The reference to Brakpan in the top right corner is a reference to the location,
yes.
The police station? Yes.
No.
Yes, the location.
It's a reference to the case that you were asking me about.
Thank you.
It's a Brakpan thing.
Thank you. And under the word Brakpan on the top right corner, you will see a reference to a page 1. Is that right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And if you flip it over, there is on the top right corner a reference to a page 2. Is that right? Top right corner.
Second page.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you so much. So we've identified that this is the statement you provided to IPID in the context of an investigation. It is a 2-page statement, and at the bottom of page 2, can you identify that signature there?
Yes, I signed.
That's yours.
And that's my first number too,
Thank you.
or police number.
Thank you. When you were approached by IPID to prepare this statement, around about what time was this?
It was the day I've said they called me for blue lights. Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
They called me for blue lights. Once we were talking about blue lights, they said, hey, there's this thing, you see.
Do you
I
have
said,
a...
Sorry?
Please continue.
It was the same day. It's either it's the 30th or after the, but I don't remember exactly. But when I came back to work, it's either the next day, they called me to come to IPT.
So roughly is 2023?
Yes, 2023. No, 2023.
23.
Yes, 2023.
And do you recall the name of the official that approached you in the context of?
It was 5 officials. He called him Advocate Kulu. his national IP. He was going with, he was with two people from national. It's Mr. Dlamini and Miss Dlamini. They said they are not married, they're just colleagues. Then it was people from the IP province. That's what how they had to introduce. It was Mr. Makakula. I know Mr. Makakula because he's doing investigation in there. And I know her by name, Nomsa. I know her because they're doing any investigation in a Gurulane. It is them. There was this advocate. I couldn't take his name, but he's their boss here in the province. There's other three, they were from national. Yeah, it was another, I think there were 7, if I'm not mistaken. But I could remember a lady and 2 from province. In fact, there were 2 ladies and all others, maybe 6 or 7, it was males on that day. And it was not only this one, ne?
But my question relates to this one. When
yes,
you were
yes,
approached,
yes. And when I was approached, I was not approached. They approached me about blue lights, you see. That's when I went there. When I was there, then they said, no, not of that, there's this again.
There we go.
Yes.
So tell the commission when they say, no, there's this again, what is that a reference to?
No, they started by saying, there's a case in Brakpan. I said, what case in Brakpan? It's about the murder. I said, what murder? You see. Said, do you know Yako? I said, yes, I know Yako. Work with Yako. You see. But the same thing, they said, I said, no. It was the last time, on that day, maybe I was having a year or months without even seeing, without even communicating with Yako. But they agreed that, yeah, we know that we are no longer working together. We've decided not to work because they know I even explained the reasons.
Nevertheless,
yes.
They requested you to make the statement.
Yes, I did it immediately.
So you confirm then, Commissioner Mkwanazi, that you were approached by officials, or at least an official, you've identified Mr. Tulu from IPID, and they identified to you
Mr. Tulu.
Tulu, you said Tulu.
Tulu, yes. No, I was not approached by Tulu. Tulu introduced himself there.
Indeed. So,
but I was approached by province.
That is Tulu a representative of IPID?
National, yes.
Thank you. Did Tulu discuss with you the ongoing matter concerning a murder at Brakpan?
No, all of them, they were...
Yes. Correct.
Yes.
Tulu,
in fact, they told me.
I apologize. Let me rephrase the question. Tulu, in addition with several other individuals, approached you in the context of an ongoing investigation of a murder that occurred at Brakpan. Is that correct?
Yeah, but they were, the way you're putting it, they were so clear that you gave instruction. You were not part of the operation, but you came in the morning and gave instruction. They were so clear.
Thank you,
when I said early hours they said, yes, we are confirming that.
Thank you, Commissioner.
From there, it was the issue of the statement.
Thank you, Commissioner. On the point of the statement, then perhaps let's turn to the statement itself. You've helpfully taken the commission through the contents of paragraph 1. At the end of paragraph 1, you say there, and I'll read it to you, you say, I am an adult male employed by Ekurhuleni Metropolitan Municipality as the Metro Police Director, full stop. Do you see that?
Yes.
End of paragraph 1. And am I correct to say at that point in 2023, you were responsible for specialized services and operations, is that right?
Yes, that time.
Right, okay. We then look at paragraph 2, where you indicate that early last year, so if you are making the statement in 2023, as you've testified,
yes.
A reference to early last year means you are referring to an incident that likely took place in 2022.
I remember they told me that it was around that time, but I couldn't see. Then I wrote, yes, you're correct.
Early last year. And in the context there of paragraph 2, you indicate that you were woken up by Mr. Yaku at around 2 a.m. in the morning, telling me to come and see the success of the truck that was recovered in Brakpan, in the Brakpan Springs area. Is that right?
Yes.
Can I ask you, when you say the phone call woke you up, you were, I assume, then sleeping. Where were you located at the time that you received the call?
No, at Albertine.
You were at
house, yeah.
You were at your home. And so you then say in paragraph 2 that you woke up and drove to Brakpan?
Yes,
At
yes,
the,
yes, yes.
After receiving this call.
Yes.
Please assist the commission. How far is Brakpan from Alberton? If you're driving home at 2 a.m., how long is that distance?
10 to 12 kilometers. I'm not accurate. But it's simple from me, from the freeway N17.
Okay.
It's easier, yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's one freeway straight to.
How many kilometers did you say?
It's 10, maybe 10, 14 or 15.
10 to 15.
Yes, I'm not
Thank you.
accurate in terms of.
Okay. And you then indicate in paragraph 3 what occurred upon your arrival at the property. Do you see that?
Yes, madam.
Indeed. Yeah.
Commissioner. Yes.
You, in that first sentence, you say, on my arrival, I found many vehicles marked and unmarked, comma, including those of private individuals like his, which was red, parked next to the house. Can I stop there? Can you confirm what I've read is correct? Please take your time. It's paragraph 3 from the top. It starts, on my arrival.
Yes, I can read it. Yes.
Thank you. That reference in paragraph 3, you say, on my arrival, I found many vehicles marked and unmarked.
Yes.
What is a marked vehicle versus an unmarked vehicle?
It's police vehicle that are branded.
Okay.
Yes.
And when you say
unmarked, there were many vehicles that were not branded.
Indeed. So
yes, like private vehicles, white, different colors were there, and they were branded vehicles of different security companies. Yes.
And when you say police vehicles, what is that a reference to specifically?
It was police vehicles, marked police, SAPS.
SAPS. You continue then on in paragraph 3. There is a reference there to a truck. Do you see that? In paragraph 3.
Yes.
What color do you say the truck is?
In terms of the color. No, that truck, these open trucks, it was opened. You see, I could see it from the back side, you see, because it was facing direction north. You see, the gate is this side. It may be white, but I don't know, or off-white or yellow. But what I saw that day, it was opened.
Thank you, Commissioner. Yes. I'll assist you then with reference to your paragraph 3. You indicate there in the 4th sentence at the end, he collected me from the vehicle near the house next to the gate. I assume, you correct me if that's wrong, where he showed me the white truck with canopy, which was opened on one side, but it was dark inside. I couldn't see what was inside the truck as he was pointing at it. He told me everything was sorted and managed. Can you confirm that I read that correctly?
Yes.
So what does Yaku mean when he says to you there at the end of paragraph 3, everything was sorted and managed?
We were talking about the goods. He said, don't worry. That's what made me angry. He said, wake me up. He said, there's a success here. You see, and there's no success. I didn't see anything there. You see. So no, don't worry. They said, no, Yako. Mustn't lie. You see, that's when again I got angry and moved. You see, but he was talking about successes and the goods.
And the reference by Mr. Yaku to success, you understood that to be a reference to the recovery of...
No, it was about the goods.
The goods.
Yeah, it was about the goods. Even in the it was about the goods.
And please assist the commission. Why would Yaku phone you in order to inform you about a successful or potential successful recovery of goods at 2 a.m. in the morning?
No, he used to do that. Yako Komne. He was not a person who likes to sleep. He's very good in terms of gathering information. There are many operations that we did, successful operation, where he will call you at night, he will call you at 3, at 8, what he's calling, it's a good information. He may, then sometimes he may not work with you, work with others and tell you, hey, no, there's a success work, but I know that when he says there's this information, he has worked. You see, even if you send members, even go yourself, you know that you are going to brand with that or you're going to pray what? You'll get good publicity on that success. He was that type of a person.
In light of the kind of
Ms. Mkwanazi, may I perhaps give you 2 minutes to wrap up? As I said at the beginning, it was not likely that we would finish this part of it. The commissioner will have to come back in the new year.
Okay.
Thank you. Chairperson, then let me just ask a question or two regarding the statement and
Perhaps just one.
just one. That's
Please. Yeah.
Thank you. Commissioner, in light of what you've shared with the commission thus far about the content of the statement, in particular the identification on your part of SAPS motor vehicles, what was your understanding about the kind of operation that was taking place there when you arrived?
No, I've said that I could see that it was a big operation. You see, there was an operation there. And when you say goods, that means what we're saying when I was approaching, it's something that one can say, this is a success.
And your reference to big operation is a reference to a law enforcement operation, or what type of operation are you referencing?
No, the officers, it's a law enforcement operation.
There are officers.
If there were officers, it's a law enforcement agency's operation. For the mere fact that they are police, it's a law enforcement operation. When you see, because when there are police that are standing there, that means there's an operation of police.
Here's my...
And Yako worked with private companies and police.
Where in your statement do you identify the presence of police there?
No, I've said Madcars is police.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yes. Yes. Thank you, Ms. Mkwanazi.
Thank you, Chair.
Yeah. Commissioner, thank you very, very much. But as I said earlier, you will have to come back in the new year. You will be notified accordingly. Let's adjourn and resume at 11:35.